Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Anime Jin and today I am telling you how to level up to level 100 within an hour or so. But let me know in the comments below what is your favorite character in Beyblade Metal Masters, and what is your fastest way of leveling up in this game. But if you like to level up to level 100 within an hour, please stay tuned until the very end. But first,
knowledge.
There are two types of categories that most games fall into. One is that as you level up, it gets harder, and the other one is as you level up, it gets faster. And this game is, well, the second one. Yes, you will indeed level up faster once you get to higher level. But there are some games that don't. Well, if you are starting out a beginner, there are two places where you can, well, level up. Right here is where there are a bunch of small rocks where it's a great starting point. But I prefer for you guys to come over here with a big rocks and some small rock. A trick you guys can do is one, hit the small rock and the big rock. For one, you keep on hitting it. Hit the small rock until it is destroyed. Once it is destroyed, go to a next small rock and hit the small rock and back to the big rock. And do it repeatedly until you destroy the small rock. Just like what I did. You go to a new small rock until the big rock is destroyed. When you're leveling up, there are attribute points. I highly suggest you use all your points on attack. Some of your points will be stamina and maybe defense. To me, and this is my own personal preference, speed is useless in this game. It is very useless. It only allows you to, well, get your bay faster. If you like that, by all means do it. But I prefer attack because one, you can destroy the rocks more easily, and two, you can level up way more faster. And stamina, well, that is very obvious if you watch Beyblade. You don't have to launch your bay for a million times. So if you think that you are strong enough and ready to move on to the next place, well, you can go on. Let's move on and run to the next island, where there are a bunch of big rocks there. There are some small rocks where you can start off, but there are more big rocks where you can demolish and level up and gain some XP. There are some indications about your strength, like the NPC that I will be showing right over there. If you beat them, good, you're in the right place. Just farm up a little bit. And if you take 3/4 of the base health, stay here, farm up, and until you beat them, move on to the next place. That is mostly it. If you 5 hits the big rock, that will let you know you are ready. You are ready to move on to the boulders. The big gigantic boulders on the next place. Again, there are NPCs here, so it's a great indication of your strength and to let you know if you want to move on. Here is another person NPC where you can, check with if you can actually destroy the boulders. If you can't, okay, it's okay. Just keep on moving on. So let's move on to the big gigantic boulders. Even I can't like 10 hit, 5 hit that much. I don't know. I don't know my own strength of my bay. That's the problem here. But if you, just farm here until you feel like you've done a pretty decent, level to move on. There are two ways you can do a circle around the big boulder, or you can circle around 360 like this, or you can just move around the boulder and attack it. My preference is to do the 360 donuts Cause one, you can farm and do something else at the same time. And let's move on to the next place if you are feeling ready to move on to the next step. This is, well, more gigantic boulders. They're the same thing as the previous one, just, you know, more private cause less people are here. If you don't like people, come here. You can, you know, come here. There's also this NPC where you can talk to if you want to move on. Let me demonstrate what the NPC is and let it rip. And let's destroy this NPC's bay, and we are doing a pretty good job. So we won, we gained some XP and some cash. Great source of cash. So let's move on to the next land, island, place, wherever you want to call it. But first, let me warn you first, if you are bronze 2 or higher, you can come over here and destroy these, I don't know, limestones, I think, glowy rocks, whatever you want to call these. I'm just gonna call them limestones, because limestone, there are whites and pretty strong compared to normal rocks. So as you can see, I'm having a hard time myself. But there is also a different place rather than this, because most people will be coming here. Don't be that person. Don't be that person if you're not bronze 2 or higher. If your rank is bronze 2 or higher, come here. You will level up more easily. If you are not, do not come over here. You will waste a lot of time trying to destroy one boulder. Sure, you will get like 2 levels, but there are also a rock next to, you know, next to this building that, well, less time consuming, and well, with the time calculated, you can have more levels than this limestone rock. As demonstrated before, these limestones take quite a long time and will consume a lot of your time. Don't be that victim to be like, oh cool, this glowy rock, let me try and destroy it. I was that victim. Don't be that victim. So you want to do is come over here and go to the right of the glowy big rock, and what you will see on the right is these really tall skinny rocks. It is, you know, pretty skinny actually compared to the rest of the rocks you have been dealing with. So these rocks are very good and less time consuming compared to the limestone, because, well, they get destroyed more easily. This also means you have more XP per minute compared to those who jump right in to the limestone, the glowy rock, whatever. I can't control you guys, but I am open for some suggestions. Let me know in the comments below, what is your way of leveling up extremely fast. This is my way of leveling up to level 100 within an hour or so. But that is all the time we have for today. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and smack that bell button.